What's going on, guys? I'm gonna show you how I always set myself up to never ever miss a closing date by not having the cash. I'm gonna show you all the contingencies that I put in place so I can not miss a closing date and miss out on a potential great deal with equity. Let's dive into it. Hey guys, for me and for the very first time, my name is William Dauria. I own a single family portfolio, multifamily and commercial units. I live solely off the passive income off of that. This channel is all about how to produce passive income so you can live the life that you want to live. Okay, so all the contingencies that I put in place to make this big purchase that I have coming up, I made an all cash offer, except for I already spent that cash on another deal. So I have sourced another form of cash so I can still make this closing happen, and this is how I do it, okay? So I have many rental properties with a lot of equity right now especially because of the 2020 and 2021 housing market has gone insanity, which is great if you own the properties, not so great if you're looking to buy them, okay? And so what I did was I said, I need several different ways to make this closing date happen because I have to come up with a lot of money. And I made a cash offer, so I told them that that's what I'm doing. So what I did was this. I put five of my rental properties with one different lender, with a very specific Fannie and Freddie lender, which is like a bank that you will find on every corner, right? And then I've got several other properties with a private money lender, okay? And then I have my commercial property with another institutional lender as well. And then, even though that's three, any one of those will work. Any one of them will work, okay? One of those closes, then I'm good. But I have three of those out, and that's still not enough. So I made a phone call to a good friend of mine that has the liquid reserves, and he says, I'll lend you the money if you need it, okay? With the time came, if push come to shove and I can't get it closed on time for whatever reason, he would go ahead and lend me what I needed to also make this deal happen. So I have four different contingencies, and the way I'm working this is, and I caught myself I was actually talking to myself in the truck about this, like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then I was like, why not I just turn on the video and just do it out loud? And this is basically what I'm going to do, okay? The Fannie and Freddie loans through a bank, they don't like to see other loans coming through, especially before they close, right? So my goal is to get the Fannie and Freddie loans closed first, even if I have to call my private money guy and tell him just to hold, do not close on it. I want to close on my Fannie and Freddie loans first. That's institutional loans, okay? Like every bank you would see on the corner. I want to close on those first, be closed and done. Then I will go my private money guy, and then I will close afterwards, because I don't want to close one before the other, and then the institutional one's like, oh my gosh, your DTI just changed all of a sudden. I'm going to wait. I'm going to complete with them before I move on to another. And then my wild card, in my opinion, is my commercial property. They said they give me a great rate. They say they can give me an okay amount of money. It's what I need, though. And I consider them my wild card because I have not used them before. I have not done a commercial cash out refi before either. And I don't know what kind of hiccups are coming up in the road. So instead of me relying on what they said, because they said they can close on me, I would talk to them for 2 days ago in 2 weeks. So basically they can close in 2 weeks. I need the money in 1 month. Most people be like, that's good, I'll take that one lender, no problem. I am basically a lifelong entrepreneur. I've always had my own businesses. So anytime I go to the bank and I present what I have, they basically just dissect it to the point where there's no income left. Okay, and because I'm in real estate investing, I write off a lot, just like you'll be able to write off a lot. Talk to your CPA about it. Things like depreciation and such. And you can make a healthy income turn into what looks like a broke college student. And it's perfectly legal. Of course, I would not do anything if it wasn't legal. Go through your CPA. he'll be able to set it all up and actually take advantage of the tax system written for investors like us. Okay, so I have 4 different contingencies on this one, and basically what I'm saying in the point of this video is, before you make the offer, know that you're going to close no matter what, somehow. Don't just hope on one source, because guys, banks fall through, things happen. Check this out real quick before I let you go. My appraisal on a property, there's a cash out refi and a duplex I was going to do, okay? They called me back and said they cannot do it. I was like, what do you mean you can't do it? There's a ton of equity. What do you mean you cannot do it? They go, we don't have a comp for the last 3 years on a specific duplex just like this. We cannot do this because we can't get a appraisal that he wants to sign off on. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me, right? I was not anticipating that at all. And that one fell through. Luckily, I had a couple more properties I could give him, which was another one of my contingencies. I was holding back some. And I said, okay, instead of that property, take these 2 little single families instead, so I can still get my equity. But I did have to restart. I had to hit the reset button on that loan, which cost me about 2.5 weeks. So it's weird stuff like that, because I didn't know nothing sold in 3 years. Once I bought the property, I stopped looking at comps. I mean, I want to know what it's worth, obviously, but I don't look at comps every month on every one of my properties, you know. I only look at them when I really, really need to, and I already paid the appraisal, and, you know, I'm not going to talk to the appraisal guy. He's not going to probably listen to me anyways. He's going to do his job. He's going to tell me what he came up with, and he basically told me, I came up with nothing. You can't refi it. And so that was another part of my contingency plan, is I had some other properties that other people weren't messing with on the side that I wasn't doing anything with, that I could deploy them on. Now, not everybody's going to have that. I understand that comes with time, but what I'm saying is always have contingencies on contingencies on contingencies, so you can make the deal happen, guys. Guys, if you got any useful content out of this whatsoever, smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe. I make several videos on passive income per week through real estate investing, and I just wanted to share kind of the way I make it happen. No matter what, I don't take any excuses, and I get it figured out, and it's more so, and it's more in depth than people realize on the surface. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, all you do is get a refi and then you pay it off, and then you burr that one too, and then you move on to the next. And yes, but there's a little bit more to it, and that's what I wanted to kind of explain here. So until the next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.